Howdy ladies and gentlemen, and we're back today with a bit of a serious video regarding YouTube as a platform as well as the people that harbor on said platform. 2025 has been a very crazy year, especially for the type of content that I produce here on the page. I know lately we've been talking about just different types of commentary YouTubers here on Trouge, and while I do have some kind of enjoyment being able to talk about whatever I want on this page, I don't want it to be solely this. Unfortunately though, this all happened in the similar spot, and so it's just bad timing on my part. But I do feel like it's very important that I get my voice out here for this video right here, talking about one, I love Kim Possible a lot. The subject of my last brony video where I talked about the good and bad of bronies. But a little bit after that video came out, she decided to go and copyright strike many channels, both big and small. And that's where I step in. I have seen the crazy when it comes to YouTube. I never thought to make videos like this because it was never really my forte to make videos in this style. But with the fact that Trouge as a platform at the moment is just basically a diary for the thoughts in my head, I feel like now more than ever I need to get my thoughts out about all this because this affects the entirety of the YouTube platform. Because people misusing the copyright system to hide criticisms, bad actors on the internet, just trying to cover up stuff from your past that's already public knowledge, because let's face it here, everyone that posts content to YouTube, Twitter, Instagram, everything is a public figure. I myself am a public figure. Not a popular public figure, but still a public figure nonetheless. And people like KP misusing the copyright system, which is just for businesses. I know that us as YouTubers have this ability, but it's not to be used as some kind of master sword to just slay criticism and just win around like all willy-nilly. This is something super serious, and it does have real-world implications if someone decides to fight it. And that's where the op block comes in.
What I have done is transformative. They cannot step in. It's a legal proceeding. So here's how this works for those who don't know. I will be submitting a counterclaim based on what the claimant is asking for, claimant being KP, as well as other things like that. The channel will receive a strike. That doesn't necessarily affect streaming, but I myself have to be very cautious with some of the music I do and some of the stories that we run to make sure it doesn't strike my channel again. Now, if KP cannot verifiably show within 21 days from my email that she has filed an affidavit and a court notice to take me to court over this, the strike is removed and the video goes back up. What I care about is the fact that KP is suppressing information because she doesn't want it coming out. And I'm going to be completely honest, KP. You have defamed multiple people, specifically Samberspark.
Falgi is officially the front line at this war, as now his entire channel is potentially at risk of getting just completely nuked off the platform. But I don't believe it's going to happen. I know that Falgi is strong enough and big enough and got a full-on army by his side to help him out here. We're doing this the correct way. We're going to be able to spread awareness about KP being a copyright abuser, trying to silence all the critics that she have came out before her. And now, ladies and gentlemen, we're taking up our stance against KP, because if KP wants to make a child-friendly or a safe space for everybody involved on YouTube, that's what we're doing right now. Falgi is playing the long game here, as YouTube is a massive boat and it takes a long time to course control and try to fix all the problems that are inside of its boat. Now Falgi might be the one leading the charge here as they're going full on with it. He's definitely not alone. There's someone named Hidden Heroine who makes commentary type videos up on their page, and they have a whole history with KP, even getting into multiple different calls with them and talking about the whole different types of scripts that she have made. And she, of course, is dealing with the copyright abuse that KP has sent her. At the time of recording, Hidden only has 360 followers, and I believe that we can get up to more than enough in order to fight off these bogus copyright claims, because she's not even getting paid by YouTube at this point. She is a smaller time creator that is just doing this for fun, and this is the biggest reason why I have such a big problem with people like KP, because if you can't take criticism from a channel with this size, how about all the other people that have covered you in your videos? This sucks the fun out of content creation. This sucks out the fun of my hobby. The reason why I love covering video games, movies, and just everything that interests me is because I love talking about the stuff that interests me on a platform that I'm able to share my thoughts and opinions on. And everyone has a right to share their thoughts and opinions. You don't get to dictate what we can and can't talk about because we're doing it in fair use. All I can say is wish Falgi the best, wish everybody the best, support this, spread it around like it's wildfire, and ladies and gentlemen, let's try to make some history. Let's try to stop this copyright abusing narcissistic pony, and let's bring her to justice.